Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming by. And so we're continuing Mihaya's route in this playthrough of Paradigm Paradox. Chappie is out today because, yeah, he wanted to be. You know how it is with pets. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't actually know how much more we have left. I know in the previous one we had a little bit of like possessiveness coming from Mihaya. We got to learn a little bit more about his past, and yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I feel like it will be another 2 streams worth, and then it will be like. Hi Shakira, welcome. I'm glad that at least YouTube works. I'm glad at least YouTube works. It sucks that Twitch keeps on going funny. Wait, what's going on? Where was I again? 4, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so it's the last one, as you expect. Okay. Well, I'll briefly wait. My phone literally has like... Hi Adabunny, welcome to the stream! Yeah, he likes flying. I'll never forget the day he flew for the first time because he looked so confused. Like he instead of going forwards, he kind of went upwards and then bonked his head on the ceiling. And then fell back down. I say fell, you know, like flew back down. Oh, I'm sorry, sweet. I didn't mean to scare you. But yeah. Anyway. Oh, come on, not on my head. One thing I hate is that it keeps on flying on my head, and I don't want poop on my hair, so that's like I said. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Anyway. Nighttime, a few days later. Mihaya and I made our way to the gate. Oh, and do let me know if the music or volume or whatever is a bit off. Mihaya and I made our way to the gate in the administrative district. Leo had contacted us right before curfew. Oh yeah, we're trying to leave theater for research purposes. I see him. A pigeon. Oh god. It got out though, right? Leo was already standing by the gate.
わざわざこのゲートを指定してきたのにも意味はあるんだろうな。
Oh, and he will... See, normally I wouldn't allow him to be out, but yeah. Leo directed that comment to Mihaya, so I turned to look at him. Mihaya already seemed to be in pain.
そうです。目的地へは遠回りになることも分かってますけど、ここから出ないと意味がないので。
So he's trying his best to, what you call it? Chappie, I mean, is trying his best to tear keys off of my keyboard. As he always does, so get a book or something. Sorry, buddy, but you can't reach the keys now. Sorry. Okay. Mihaya, are you alright?
大丈夫です。でも急ぎましょう。誰かに見られる危険もありますから。
荒木の言う通りだな。ほい、ゲートを通れるようにしておいた。
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because obviously birds are supposed to be like outside flying around. When they're indoors, it feels kind of almost like it. I don't know. It's weird. It makes them look bigger. The irony that like captive birds wouldn't be able to, you'd have to retrain them to go outside again. Yo shepherded us toward the gate, and for some reason the regular security guard was nowhere to be found.
帰ってくるときにまた手引きをしてやるから連絡しろ。
Alright, let's go, Mihaya.
ええ。
Aw, poor guy. I still didn't know how much we could trust Yo, but right now there was no doubt that he'd come through for us. We have to go. With renewed resolve, we passed through the gate. We saw a figure shambling around when we got outside. Look, is that a vector?
どうやら協力すると言ったのは本当みたいですね。
Yeah, you should hurry and use sap on it. Maka was still showing signs of pain, but I knew we didn't have a moment to spare. I carefully took her hand and started running. Welcome, Vlad. Thank you for coming. It hid behind my clothing rack when I came. Oh my gosh. Wow, that must have been quite the eventful moment. Ah, Cassie, welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, we're trying to avoid casting augment, so I'll distract the vector. I circled around the other side of the vector so it would be easier for Mocha to use sap on it. I still feel a little sick when I face the vector head on. I did my best to encourage Mocha while also trying to handle my own trauma. I dodged as the vector took a big swing at me. Mocha, use sap while I keep it busy.
了解。終わりました。このままこいつらを倒しましょう。
Alright. I felt a little sorry for the vector because we were using it for our own goals, but we also couldn't let it wander around near Theta. Glad it's a Mihaya. Oh my god. Hi Blueberry Boy, welcome to the stream. We worked together and took down the vector. Oh my god. The battle was over in no time once Mocha absorbed the vector's strength. Yeah, will you be able to make college craze tomorrow? And yeah, this is actually quite a fun one. It's a bit like an anime. The battle was over in no time once Mocha absorbed the vector's strength. Are you feeling any pain? I asked Mocha after we defeated the vector and she took a few breaths before giving a cautious answer.
大丈夫そうです。でもどれくらい持つかわからないですね。効果が切れる前には次の害獣を見つけておかないと。
Then let's move. Where do we go from here? Mocha pulled out a map.
実は最短距離で行くならシータに沿って歩いた方がいいんです。行政エリアのゲートはもともと目的地からは遠かったんですよ。
Ah, good. In which case, maybe I can start at 7? But your parents left through that gate.
はい。しかも俺の記憶通りならこの後もシータを背にして歩いていました。シータがどんどん遠ざかっていったのを覚えてるんです。
It's weird hearing Mocha sound normal as opposed to with a Kansai accent. I wonder if your parents wanted to look into something else before going to the colony.
わかりません。でも俺は両親の足跡をたどってみます。
Alright, let's go. A thick, ominous cloud hung over the sky outside, making it so dark we could barely see. We only had a small light to illuminate our path as we moved forward. Mocha would cast sap every time we encountered a vector, but for the most part we hid under the cover of darkness and continued on. Okay, cool, in which case I might start at 7. I don't know how much of College Craze gameplay I have left, so if we finish it, I think I might do like an investment club route, because that's like probably one of the most, I don't know, crazy routes, I'm guessing. I'm worried about Mocha, and for those who don't know what College Craze is, it's this game that I play on Fridays on Twitch, and oh, Chonks is singing now, but it's a game that I play on Friday on Twitch. It's an 18+ game. It's about a main character that goes to college and all sorts of weird things happen, but there's also an underlying creepy plot, which I'm still curious what the hell's going on. I'm curious how it ends, not gonna lie. And that is what I'm talking about, because you can join the investment bank club, which is the jock club. It must have been draining for her to continuously use sap on the vectors. I kept an eye on Mocha's condition and secretly thought about how we'd retreat if it looked like she wouldn't be able to go on. Mocha spoke up right when the sky was beginning to brighten.
向こうに害獣がいますけど、見つからないように離れましょう。
No, no, you don't. I thought maybe my hunch had been right, but Mocha just gave a vague reply.
疲れてるわけじゃないですよ。実は少し前からまっすぐ外部コロニーを目指すように進路を変えたんです。
Yeah. That's Chonks, the other one, making music. Probably trying to woo the other bird.
暗闇の中で両親の足跡をたどっても何もわからないと思って。おかげでトラウマから来る息苦しさの方はもうほとんど感じなくなった気がします。
That's good. That's good. But if that's the case, then we probably should have gone when the sun was out. Hi, Eleanor. Welcome to the stream. That's good. I think everyone's very, very kind on my streams, so. But I understand also if you are feeling shy, though. It's quite intimidating when the chat's actually like there's stuff going on. Yeah, he's called Chonks because when we got him, he was really overweight. We actually found him outside of our flat and brought him in before he dies because he would have. And we were waiting for someone to contact us or like find, you know, to see if anyone's actually looking for a bird because cockatoos are not something you find in the wild in the UK. But no one has, so we've still got him because we've got the facilities to keep him. But it's just a bit weird because if I lost my bird, I'd be going crazy. Even Chonks, I don't really interact with him much because he's not tame. But even if he went missing, which I don't really, you know, I haven't really bonded with the bird much or anything. Even if he went missing, I'd be like putting posters up everywhere asking if anyone's seen a bird because I'd feel so worried, you know, but it's weird. People are weird. Good vibes only here. Yes, exactly, Sophie. Said that, but knew full well that we wanted to leave Theta in secret. Doing so at night was the only way. It was too late for regrets anyway.
もともと無理がある計画だったんです。俺はここまで来られただけでも上出来だと思ってますよ。それにギフトアビリティの効きが悪くなってる気がするんです。
What? Really? Oh yeah, because if she uses it too much, there's like the effects, right? Her declaration shocked me, but Mocha seemed rather calm about it.
大丈夫。想定の範囲内です。理由はなんとなく心当たりがあるし、ともかく今は外部コロニーを目指しましょう。中に入れてもらえるとは思えないけど、外壁の近くまで行けばここよりは安心できます。もう少し明るくなるまで近くに身を潜めて、その後周りを調査したらシータへ帰りましょう。
I worried about what could be weakening her sap ability, but it wasn't the time to be hanging around talking with vectors nearby. Alright, how long do you think it'll be before we get to the colony?
.この地図がどれくらい正確かわからないですけど、結構近くまで来てるはずですよ。
Got it. Then we'll prioritize getting to the colony for now. We chose our route carefully so the vectors wouldn't notice us, but as we moved on, we sensed another presence up ahead.
ねえねえ、こんなところに珍しいのがいるんだけど。
Oh. We heard a cheerful voice ring out incongruently amidst our grim surroundings. A familiar face then stepped out from behind a building.
Yukinami.
Oh, Yukinami, look, chaps, it's you. I'm sorry, but okay, let's see if I can find the photo which I've got. Oh no, it's not on this Switch. Okay, never mind. Oh god. But his pouty face is to die for. Yukinami's pouty face.
本当だ。こんなところで何してるの？
Who are you? A young man stood behind Yukinami. I thought I'd seen him before, but I couldn't remember who he was.
僕は伊吹だよ。
I didn't sense any maliciousness in his smile, but the fact that he was with Yukinami put me on my guard. Moka must have thought the same thing because she was already poised to fight.
ここでうちらが何してるのかはあんたらに言う必要はない。
Moka's defiant attitude just made Ibuki smile, though he looked slightly troubled.
そうはいかないよ。君たちに言うつもりがなくても、この先には僕たちのコロニーしかないんだから。
Yeah, Yukinami's really cute as well. Oh, so I've only played Yukinami and Kamui. And Yukinami is, yeah, I will never forget Yukinami. He reminds you of Chappie. He's like a pet. Your colony? His words were so surprising, I couldn't quite process them. Ibuki continued on.
向かっているのに、そこがどんな場所かも知らないの？この先にあるのは、僕たちと害獣が暮らすコロニーだよ。
怪獣が暮らすコロニー？何言って。
I was certainly surprised by what Ibuki said, but Moka sounded even more shocked. But that would mean Mihaya's parents were trying to investigate a colony that had vectors living in it. Did they know? Perhaps they didn't. Just what is going on here? Moka and I fell silent after Ibuki told us that, and Yukinami chimed in.
話はもういいでしょ？やっちゃおうよ。
Oh my. I started when I heard Yukinami's voice dripping with murderous intent. Moka, Yukinami's coming for us. Just a little bit's fine. Hi Casey, welcome to the stream, and yes, happy Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate it because I'm not from America, I guess. I'd completely forgotten about it, but yeah, to whoever it applies to, happy Thanksgiving. Hearing my voice, Moka readied herself after a moment's delay. I'll cast Augment. We're going to have to go all out.
了解。
Moka agreed to my plan immediately. She knew Yukinami wouldn't be an easy opponent. I made sure Yukinami didn't get too close as I cast Augment on Moka. It's done! Our fight with Yukinami continued for a while. The young man who called himself Ibuki simply stood idly by, observing us. We're still at a disadvantage. We're not used to fighting outside the colony, but Yukinami's completely fine. Every time I tried to attack, Yukinami would run and take cover at the exact right moment. Then he'd suddenly pop out and leap at us, and we'd stumble to dodge his attacks. Moka!
やったー！クリーンヒットだね。
He's so screwed up in the head. I'm sorry, Jappy. I know you're not that bad. After a few exchanges, Yukinami managed to land a solid kick, sending Moka flying backwards. Although you do bite me, thinking you're playing. So, kind of similar. Are you okay? I rushed to Moka's aid, but she held up her hand to stop me while keeping an eye trained on Yukinami.
大丈夫。ダメージは流したから。
なんだ、能力で受け身取られちゃったか。けど君、前より弱くなってない？こんな感じだったっけ？
Yukinami's words made me feel uneasy. Moka's slower than she normally is, and she said Zap was less effective right now. I had a bad feeling about this. Ibuki, who'd been quiet up till now, suddenly interrupted us.
そういえば、何年か前にも僕たちのコロニーを目指そうとした人間がいたって聞いたことがあるよ。結局たどり着かなかったらしいけどね。
それって。
Distracted by what Ibuki said, Moka took her eyes off Yukinami for a brief moment. Yukinami lunged as if he'd been waiting for that exact opportunity. Let's see. Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. So, quick save. An excuse. Any excuse, to be fair. And although I don't really eat turkey and stuff, it made me really want a Sunday roast. I'm looking at everyone talking about food on Twitter and stuff. So, quick save. Okay, good choice. Say so myself. Moka! My body jumped forward of its own accord. I rushed to Moka's side and flung her out of the way. Moka gasped with surprise right as I felt a powerful shock to my head.
どうして？結城さん！
I heard Moka's voice as my consciousness faded. As if this is the bad ending. Okay, for a second I thought it would just end there. But I found I couldn't respond, and soon I was plunged into darkness. Wait. Okay. Ugh. I groaned as I awoke with a dull ache in my head. At the same time, I sensed someone next to me.
結城さん、気がつきましたか？
Oh? Where am I? I slowly opened my eyes immediately. Mihaya's worried face came into view. I could see an unfamiliar ceiling above us. It looked like we'd been moved inside somewhere.
ここは俺たちが目指していたコロニー。つまり、あいつらの暮らしてるコロニーの中ですよ。
After he told me that, Mihaya went to a chair and sat down. That's when I noticed Ibuki was standing next to him.
気がついてよかった。
Also, that's weird. Give me a moment. Why is the chat not... I just realized that the chat isn't actually showing on the screen? Does that make sense? Why is that? Very strange. I don't know. Maybe it's just... Is the internet being weird or something? Maybe I should just leave it alone. Oh, it's showing now. There we go. Okay, it's showing now. Why is that? Why was it not showing? Weird. I know, right? For a second I thought the MC was dead and then that would be like the end of the game and I'd have to like load somewhere. It's so weird, right? So cute. I'm glad that it's showing now. There was no hostility in his voice as he smiled at me. Mihaya, on the other hand, seemed irritated.
よかっただって。彼女を攻撃したのはあんたの仲間だろ。よくそんな風に言えるな。それに、どういうつもりで俺たちをここに連れてきたんだ。どうしてあの場で殺さなかった。あんたはどういう立場でここにいるんだ。超能力も持ってるみたいだし。
Mihaya made his animosity clear, but Ibuki was unfazed.
ちゃんと説明するから落ち着いて。僕のことはそうだな。君たち式に言うなら害獣の仲間と思ってくれていいよ。それから確かに雪並は彼女を攻撃したけど、その攻撃を最小限にとどめたのは僕だよ。まともに当たっていたら危なかったからね。手当てもしてベッドにも運んだんだから、ちょっとくらい感謝してくれてもいいのに。
Ibuki sulked a little as he shrugged, and I realized I was on an actual bed. My head still hurt, but as Ibuki pointed out, I could tell my wounds had been treated and bandaged. Thank you for treating me, but I still have my doubts. If you're on Yukinami's side, doesn't that make you our enemy? so why do this?
どうしても話を急ぎたいんだね。体調はもう平気なの？
Ibuki tilted his head to the side and scrutinized me with a worried expression that only made me more confused. I'm fine, see? I can get up now. Please tell us the reason why. There's no way we can be calm if you don't know what's going on. Mihaya placed his hand on my back to assist me as I sat up.
あんたが今のところ俺たちを攻撃する気がないのはもう十分分かったよ。でも彼女が言ったように事情もわからないのに談笑できるような関係じゃないだろう。
Mihaya repeated his concerns, and Ibuki shrugged again.
それじゃあ話を進めるけれど、君は僕の話を聞いた時に明らかに動揺していたよね。
このコロニーを目指した人間がいる。そういった時のこと。
そう。もしかして君の知り合いだった？
その人たちは多分俺の両親だと思う。
Mihaya hesitated slightly before telling him. Ibuki nodded deeply with understanding.
なるほど。それはかわいそうだね。
かわいそう？あんたは俺の両親がどうなったのか知ってるようだったけど、あんたなんかに同情してもらう必要はないよ。
Mihaya brushed off his words, but Ibuki still looked at Mihaya with pity.
僕が言っているのは、君の両親が迎えた結末がかわいそうということじゃないよ。君たちが何も知らないことがかわいそうだと言ってるんだ。
Just what exactly are you referring to? It's true. Oh, bless you, chaps. It's true that there are still many things we don't know about. I shouted without thinking, while Mihaya continued to question Ibuki.
俺たちは両親が何を調べていたのかを知るためにシータを出たんだ。だから自分たちがシータの外のことについて知らないことが多いのは理解してる。けどあんたの言い方を聞いてるとそういうことじゃないよね。どうしてあんたからかわいそうだと言われなきゃならないんだ。
それは君の両親がおそらく消されたからだよ。君はそこまでは知らなかったよね。
Ooh, okay, conspiracy. Also, let me quickly change that to... Yeah, he did just sneeze. Yeah, every now and then a little bit of his fluff ends up on his nose, and then, yeah. Ibuki's tone was so casual that for a brief moment I felt like I had no idea what's going on.
は？消された？誰に？
もちろんこの場所を知られたくないと思っている人間たちに決まっている。
この場所を知られたくない人間。
Ibuki ignored Mihaya's agitation and continued speaking like it was some trivial matter.
ところで君たちはもう害獣が人間だってことを知っているんだよね。
Yeah, the tiny little sneezes. It is quite cute actually. But yeah, what makes me laugh about it is it's usually because of their own fluff. We do, but why bring that up? The sudden change in subject practically gave me whiplash. Ibuki just looked at me curiously.
じゃあ疑問には思わなかった？害獣になった人間がどこに行くのか。
So we're playing Mihaya Mint Boy, Zvroot, who is actually on the justice side. And what happened is that basically his parents died. And so we all were like, okay, let's go and see what the hell happened, because his parents were journalists. And so, yeah, that's why in the outside world, outside of their safe bubble, then all this happened. And I guess now we're gonna learn about what happens to the people who turn into vectors. I like this, it's good.
研究者たちは人間が害獣になっても驚かなかったでしょ。だって害獣化は珍しいことじゃないからね。
Same, it's so pretty, right?
害獣になった人間はシータの外に野放しにして終わりだとでも思ってた？でもそんなことしたら危なくないかな。できればどこかに閉じ込めておきたいよね。
つまりここがその閉じ込める場所だと言いたいのか。
うん、そうだよ。そしてそのことはシータの上層部の人間ならみんな承知している。知っていて僕たちのことを野放しにしているんだ。
じゃあ父さんたちがあんな目にあったのは。
After we talked through everything, I understood why Ibuki had suddenly changed the subject. And because of that, I was afraid to hear what Ibuki had to say next.
おそらく上層部の人間の仕業だろうね。君の両親はここに何かが隠されていて、それが良くないものだと知ったんだと思う。
Hi, Professor Q, welcome to the stream.
告発でもしようとしたんじゃないのかな。でもそれを上層部に嗅ぎつけられて消された。彼らのやりそうなことだよ。まあこの話は僕も人づてで聞いた情報から推測したんだ。信じなくてもいいけどね。
It goes with his hair, doesn't it? Ibuki said exactly what I thought he would, and he was so blunt about it too. Mihaya and I remained speechless, while Ibuki seemed perplexed by our reaction.
あれ、驚きで声も出ないのかな。でも君たちだって上層部が綺麗な考えだけの集まりだなんて思ってなかったでしょ。
Ooh, I didn't play Genshin, but I'll have to give a little Google. So I've got a Genshin, as you probably know, I've got a Genshin channel in my server, and people post like constantly posting pictures and stuff. I understood his point, but my mind was all over the place, and I just had to ask about one more thing. Ibuki, you still haven't told us why you spared us. Why would you let us live and tell us all this? I was finally able to speak again. Ibuki started as if he'd just remembered something.
ああ、そうだったね。君たちと取引できないかなって思ってたんだ。
取引？
うん。君たちはむしろ僕たち側になれるんじゃないかと考えたんだよ。だからもしも僕たちの役に立ってくれるならシータに返してあげる。
Ibuki is so pretty though.
役に立つって人間を殺せってこと？
My heart jolted when Mihaya said that, but Ibuki smiled calmly.
そう聞こえたならそうなのかもしれないね。
I love it how he says that so casually. I started to panic more when I saw how he didn't confirm or deny it. Mihaya and I would kill people? There's no way we could do that.
まあゆっくり考えるといいよ。時間はいくらでもあるからね。
I know, right? He's like, come to the dark side. We've got turkey. It looks really nice. I do like the way Ibuki looks. We grew quiet after that, so Ibuki slipped out of the room, leaving us in silence. We remained silent for some time after Ibuki had gone, trying to process the facts given to us.
伊吹の言ったことは多分事実だ。
Mihaya spoke up first. Though he didn't look at me, he seemed to still be digesting the information. I know, right? You'd think, like, if someone said, if you help us... Ooh! If someone said to you who's been like trying to kill humans and stuff, hey, if you help us, you'd assume that's what they meant. Chaps, what are you doing? He's staring at the tap. Ah, birds make me
ずっと
laugh.
頭の隅で疑問だったんだ。父さんたちの死に方はおかしかった。あんな風に防護服が壊れるなんてできすぎだし、それに目的地へ向かうための進路だってわざわざ遠回りさせたみたいだった。
Yeah, it's nice. Headache pose.
もし全部事実だったとしたら、俺は二人を殺した奴らの言いなりになってたってことになる。
Mihaya's words pierced through my heart. He was talking about the higher-ups. In other words, the ones making the balloons fight the vectors. They knew what the vectors were and hid it from us. Moravia's group had found the vectors and led them to attack Theta. Perhaps the higher-ups didn't anticipate that, but instead of handling things directly, they had us fight the vectors without telling us anything. We weren't heroes at all, not in the slightest. At the very least, the higher-ups only thought of us as exterminators who got rid of the things that they didn't want the rest of Theta to know about. I couldn't help but think of it that way.
俺は上層部の奴らが憎い。
No chaps, don't eat my plastic notebook. I know, right? It's horrible. The higher-ups are so screwed up, I swear. Like, you don't hear anything good about them.
身勝手な理由で父さんと母さんを殺したこと、俺を利用していたこと。
That's true, Professor Q. He gives off vibes where you want to poke at him.
そして怪獣伊吹やモラビアたちがやることの後始末を俺たちに押し付けていること、全てが憎い。
I know, right? I want to go to the dark side.
あいつらがそんなことをしなければ結城さんだって苦しまなくて済んだんだ。
Upon hearing my name, I looked up into Mihaya's face and saw sadness reflected in his eyes.
俺はあいつらを殺したい。
My heart tightened as he choked out those words. I couldn't help but reach out my hand to him. Please don't say that. I grasped Mihaya's arm, pleading with him. Don't say that. If you go... Sorry. This is supposed to be a serious part, Chappie. Stop making me laugh. Okay. Don't say that. If you go through with it, it can never be undone.
どうしてですか。あいつらは父さんと母さんを殺したのに。
I know, right? You think this game's gonna be just like happy, colourful fun, but it goes really dark. Yeah, I think so too. And it's nice because the routes are quite short, so I feel that you can get through it quite nicely, as opposed to it feeling like it's dragging along. I'm asking you to slow down because it's clearly pained you to even say you wanted to kill them. Is that what you really want? Your father told you to live, and this is how you plan to move forward? I knew it was unfair to frame it like that, but I desperately wanted Mihaya to reconsider what he was saying. I was certain that the path he was considering wouldn't lead to happiness.
でも俺は憎くて仕方がないんです。あいつらを殺さないなら他にどうやってこの気持ちを晴らしたらいいんですか。
No, he's going all Sasuke mode. Ooh. Not good. It sounded like Mihaya had already foreclosed any other option. I didn't know what else I could say at this point. Hey, Mihaya, how about we go outside for a little bit? We're at the place your parents were trying to get to, but we haven't looked around yet. I hope this might lift his spirits, even just a little. After I suggested it, Mihaya readily agreed.
そうですね。俺もちゃんと見ておきたいです。歩けそうですか？
I stood up cautiously and found there were no issues with my balance. Yeah, everything seems fine.
じゃあ行きましょう。
Sausage. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm curious to see how things are gonna turn out actually. This route's a lot more kind of goes into more detail than I thought it would, actually. I walked outside with Mihaya and noticed how bright it was inside the dome during the day. The sky above was the same artificial one as in Theta, but our surroundings were completely different.
寂しいところですね。
For real. As Mihaya said, the town around us looked like a wasteland compared to Theta. Desolate was the most accurate way to describe it. I jumped when I heard some vectors baying, but then remembered it was normal for them to be here. I turned to look for the source of the sound and saw the vectors were actually much closer than I thought. I love playing like that. It makes me... I know, I'm the same. I love a good bit of angst in otome games. Oh! I'm really sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Dad, stop showing your butt. I'm so sorry. You're not supposed to see his butt there. Oh my god. So not lady. I know you're not a girl, but if you were, I'd say you're not being very lady.
本当に怪獣の住む場所なんだ。
Yeah, but none of them are trying to approach us. I wonder if they're sleeping. I could see vectors lying about on the street. Their tranquil positions indicated they were much more peaceful than ones we'd seen before.
なんだか不思議ですね。ここにいると
It was like, I'm gonna show
俺
my
たちの方
butt.
が異端に思える。
Oh dear.
ここに父さんと母さんがたどり着いていたら、この光景を見たらなんて言ったのかな。
Mihaya looked far into the distance. It was though he was directing his words to his parents.
父さんも母さんも明るい人だったから害獣を見ても怖がらなかったかもしれない。なんやこれ珍しい生き物やなとか言って騒いだんじゃないかな。
Aww. Mihaya then fell silent as he observed the vectors. He spoke up again after a short while.
ねえ、ゆうきさん。俺、思ったんです。最初は二人とも告発してやろうだなんて思ってなかったんじゃないのかな。ただ純粋に行ったことのない場所に行ってみたい。そこに何があるのか知りたいっていう好奇心で動き出した気がするんですよ。二人ともそういう前向きな行動力の塊みたいな人たちだったから。もちろん途中から危険なことに手を出したのかもしれないっていう予感はあったのかも。母さんは俺の動向を止めようとしていたし、その結果あんなことになったけど、だからといって残された俺に対して復讐してくれだなんて言うかな。きっと言わないんだ。そんなの全然二人に似合わないから。
Mihaya smiled slightly as he said that, and I caught a glimpse of tears in his eyes. Yeah, I think your impression of your parents is exactly right. If you can't picture them saying that, then they weren't the kind who would seek revenge. I don't believe they were either. Mihaya was still trying to find an answer even while he was in pain. I agreed with him from the bottom of my heart.
俺決めました。ここのことを世間に公表しようと思います。ここがどういう場所で誰が暮らしてるのか。それは結果的に上層部への告発になるかもしれないけど、俺は両親への追悼のつもりでそれをやるんです。あいつらを貶めてやろうとか、めちゃくちゃにしてやろうとか、そういうんじゃなくて、 二人がここにたどり着いたらしただろうっていうことを俺が代わりにやりたいんです。俺の中にある憎しみや悲しみは消えないけど、その気持ちを丸ごと抱えたまま乗り越えていくことならできる。
I know, right? The poor guy.
そうですよね。
What Mihaya said struck a deep chord within me. Yes, that's right. I'm never going to forget. I'll never banish these feelings from my memory. I'll carry that weight and overcome it too. We stayed where we were for a while longer, but soon decided to look for Ibuki.
シータに帰れるように交渉してみましょう。
Hi, really, Joe. Welcome.
ここのことを告発することが伊吹の言う役に立つことになるかはわからないけど、
It's so true though. It was really like dark and sad, and then now, after a little bit of thinking, they're like, "It's good. We'll think positively." I wonder if this is where it branches. Like, I wonder if he picked all the wrong options, shall we say? He goes down the path of revenge, and you can't really do anything about it. We won't know until we try. It's worth giving it a shot. That said, we had no idea where Ibuki was and weren't sure we should go wandering around. We walked down the street a little way, but didn't find Ibuki, let alone Yukinami or Hyuga. We decided it would be best to return to our room.
部屋にいないからびっくりしたよ。どこに行ってたの？
I didn't know how long he'd been waiting, but we ran into Ibuki immediately upon returning to our room. Mihaya and I both felt a little put out.
あんたを探してたんだよ。どこに行けば会えるのか聞いておかなかった俺たちも悪かったけど、取引するつもりがあるならもう少しあんたやここのことを教えておいてくれないと困る。
Mihaya's stipulation seemed to amuse Ibuki.
さっきは取引に応じられるような状態には見えなかったんだけどね。でもそんな風に言うってことは覚悟ができたの？
あんたが思ってるようなこととは違うかもしれないけどね。俺たちは上層部のしてきたことを告発する。だからシータに返してほしい。
You're welcome, really, Joe. I wish I could do it more often. I'm not gonna lie, but I guess I don't know. Oh, goodness me. Come on. Yeah, I wish I could do it more often, but I guess I kind of have to juggle multiple things. But thank you for coming along and
それ
watching.
が僕たちの役に立つって言うんだね。
Mihaya shook his head.
役に立つかどうかはわからない。でもあんたは人間たちのやり方が間違ってると思ってるんだろ。人間が害獣になったらここに閉じ込めて知らんふりして、挙句自分たちに歯向かってきたら俺たちみたいなのを使って倒そうとしてくる。そんなやり口あんたたちからしたら気に食わないに決まってる。
That's why you attack Theta. You don't agree with them simply casting your side.
そうだね。矛盾してると思ってるよ。だったら君たちは僕たちの望みを叶えてくれるの？
A gleam entered Ibuki's eyes just then, so I quickly jumped in. We won't do everything you want, but if, say, we can make it so the Vectors won't be killed unnecessarily, would you be satisfied with that? I talked with Mihaya about the details of the deal while we were looking for Ibuki. I didn't know if it would ever go over well, but it was likely the only thing we could do. If we won't agree to this, we'll be forced to break out of here and run away, but I'd like to avoid that if at all possible. Ibuki pondered our proposal and soon gave us his answer.
ま、当面はそんなところかな。わかった。シータに帰ってもいいよ。ただし、取引の期限は設けさせてもらう。告発は半年以内に行うこと。それからブルームズの活動はすぐに取りやめてもらう。僕も期限までの半年はシータを襲わないように害獣と雪並みたちを抑えるよ。
No, God, making sure Yukinami doesn't attack.
害獣よりも雪並みの方を抑えるのが大変そうに思えるんだけど、気のせい？
At that, Ibuki let out a laugh.
よくわかるね。確かにあの子はちょっと難しいんだけど。
And talking about him as if he's like some child or something.
あとヒューガも期限を切ればなんとか納得してくれるとは思うんだけど、どうだろうな。
You sure it'll be okay? I got the feeling this deal of ours was destined to fail, regardless what we did, but Ibuki just gave a short nod.
大丈夫だよ。あの二人はいつも最終的には僕の言うことを聞いてくれるから。現に君たちは今生きてるでしょ。
Now that he mentioned it, Ibuki was the one who stopped Yukinami during the fight. And seeing how Yukinami and Hyuga hadn't shown their faces since we'd been here, I could easily imagine it was because Ibuki told them to lie low. Wait, what about Moravia? Do you plan on convincing her as well? It felt a bit late to bring this up, but we hadn't discussed Moravia yet. Ibuki quickly reassured me.
それも大丈夫。だいたい雪並みとヒューガよりモラビアの方が全然物分かりはいいよ。
モラビアが物分かりがいいかは知らないけど、あんたのことを信じるよ。だから俺たちのことも信じてほしい。半年は十分な期間とは言えないけど、必ずやり遂げてみせるよ。
それじゃ取引成立だね。もし君たちが裏切ったり期限内に約束を守れなかったら、その時は動かすことのできる最大の勢力でシータを襲わせてもらうよ。
Oh boy.
だからせいぜい頑張って。
Ibuki maintained a smile even as he threatened us. His composure was chilling. And it wasn't just his calm smile, it was that the deal itself seemed to be insignificant to him. It might be my imagination, but I think Ibuki has different plans. That's the vibe I'm getting. But right now, we had to do what we were tasked with. I decided to push all my doubts to the back of my mind. So it's alright for us. Ah! Oh my gosh, Chabs! Oh, stop showing your butt! Oh my god, your wing went straight into my eye. You don't want to go there? Okay, fine. Go this way then. Cool.
うん、もちろん。でも、ちょっと待って。
Ibuki vanished for a moment, then returned carrying something.
これは防護服。
Oh, thanks. But we won't need a suit if we transform, so... Oh, okay. After I said that, Ibuki turned to Mihaya and held the suit out for him.
これは君に。多分必要になるんじゃないかな。
Okay. I'm so sorry, Rosanna. And thank you for coming along, by the way. He's scaring me as well. He always he doesn't show any sign, he just suddenly flies. Honestly. He's looking at me like, hey, what are you doing? He's trying to eat the camera now. Okay, he stopped.
君が戦うところを見ていたけど、だいぶ超能力が落ちてるみたいだね。だから、もう変身するのも厳しいんじゃない？違うかな？
What? It was true Mihaya had been slow in fights, but I didn't think it was that serious. I still couldn't believe it, but Mihaya didn't deny what Ibuki said and reached for the protective suit.
くれるって言うならありがたく受け取っておくよ。
At least it wasn't revealing his butthole. Sorry. It makes me laugh because he's just, oh my god. Ibuki's right.
じゃあ早く行きましょう。暗い中で外を歩くのは大変だっていうのは来る時に身に染みて分かりましたから。今から出れば日が落ちる頃にはシータのそばまで戻れるはずですよ。
Right, we should hurry then. I wanted to ask Mihaya why his powers had weakened to the point he couldn't transform, but right now, our top priority was getting back. I kept my questions to myself and began preparing to leave. We departed immediately and managed to get back to theater by the time the sun set, as Mihaya predicted.
富塚さんに連絡はつきそうですか？
I'm calling him right now, but... Oh, he picked up! We'd only been gone for a day, but so many things had happened since we left theater that hearing Ryo's voice made me feel nostalgic. I told Ryo we wanted to come back through the gate, and soon we heard a voice hailing us a short distance away.
こっちだ。
早すぎないですか？俺たちが帰ってくるのが分かってたんですかね？
He's spying on you. I don't know, but this was the first time I'd contacted him since we left theater.
とりあえず中に入ってしまいましょう。こんなところでグズグズしてられないですから。
I was also confused as to how Ryo got here so quickly, but Mihaya had a point. We jogged up to the gate. Ryo, thanks for coming. You got here really fast.
そろそろ到着するだろうと見当はついていたからな。
But how did you know?
俺と話すよりも外で見てきたことについて話がしたいなら正樹さんのところに行った方がいい。そっちの方が本題だろう。
Ooh, what's gonna happen? Based on what he said, Ryo seemed to have an idea of what we discovered.
あんたに対しても聞きたいことはたくさんありますけど、でも今はやめておきます。この人の言う通り、俺たちは一刻も早く司令と話すべきですね。ブルームズの今後について相談しなきゃいけないし、力を借りられそうな人間の筆頭を挙げるとしたら、やっぱり司令しかいないですから。
Yeah, you're right.
正樹さんは今司令室にいるはずだ。
Alright, we'll check it out. We thanked Ryo and hurried off to the command center. And we've got the undateable side character that torments us. Why isn't he in love interest? Makes me sad. When we entered, the commander turned slowly toward us. He didn't seem surprised to see us at all. It was like he'd been waiting for us.
富塚君から君たちがどこに行ったのか聞いたよ。見てきたんだね、あの場所を。
やっぱり富塚さんは司令にも話してたんですね。それに司令もあのコロニーのことを知っていたんだ。
The commander confirmed this with a nod. I wasn't surprised in the least. Commander, what exactly is your role in all of this? I thought only the higher-ups would know about the colony, but if you know...
ただのブルームズの司令官という立場だけじゃなさそうですね。
This time the commander shook his head.
僕を上層部側の人間だと思っているならそれは間違いだよ。僕は全てを知っていながら何もできない臆病者。ただそれだけの立場だ。
全て？その全ての中には俺の両親の身に起きたことも含まれているんですか？
うん、そうだね。
知っていて俺をブルームズとして働かせていたのか。
Oh my gosh, I don't think we've seen Mihaya look so angry before. I think this is the first time we see his sprite looking like that. I could be wrong, but... Mihaya was shaking next to me, so I gently touched his arm. He wasn't incensed though. He just kept a steady gaze on the commander.
あんたは自分のことを臆病者だと言ったけれど、ここで俺たちを待ってたってことは俺たちに向き合う覚悟があるってことですよね。だったらその覚悟がどれくらいのものか、これからの姿勢で俺たちに見せてください。俺と彼女は全てを抱えて乗り越えて生きていくって決めたんだ。
Now let me put Chaps away because he looks all sleepy. Come on, sweets. Let's go. Okay, now I can not have to constantly worry that he's chewing things that he shouldn't be chewing or... Oh dear me. Okay. Ooh. Ah, my where's my earphone gone? Oh, wait, no, that's not it. You know, I miss the old earphones where you have the wires. Because, like, right now, I've made it go flying somewhere. I don't know where my oh, there it is. What? They fall out, and then, you know, what do you do, right? So, anyway. But yeah, he says night back. He looked very unsatisfied when I put him away, though. At least he didn't make a fuss.
だからあんたにもとことん付き合ってもらう。それくらいしてくれてもいいですよね。
The commander gave us a gentle smile when he heard Mihaya's words. It looked like he was relieved, as if he'd been waiting for this moment for a long time.
ああ、付き合うよ。こんな情けない大人だけれど、苦難に立ち向かおうと決めた子たちに差し伸べる手は持っているつもりだ。
It's weird the others prefer being in the caves, but I guess he just likes being out all the time. I think it's more he likes being near people. Mihaya approached him, and for some reason the commander opened up his arms.
言っておきますけど、ハグとかキモいことはしませんよ。俺、まだそこまであんたを信用してないんで。
ダメか。
The commander had resumed his usual carefree attitude. I watched as Mihaya shook hands with the commander, and then I ran over to join them. Time flew by after we found out the truth. Before we knew it, a week had passed. We had to keep moving forward in order to make Ibuki's deadline, so we prioritized planning how we were going to expose the truth. After classes ended one day, Mihaya and I met in the empty classroom for the first time in a while. You're so stuck. You're right. He wants to be friends with everyone. What? Someone else is going to help us?
はい。父さんと母さんのジャーナリスト仲間だった人と連絡が取れたんです。両親の葬式の時に一度挨拶をしてたので、なんとなく顔は覚えてたんですけど、昨日になって向こうから連絡をくれたので会ってきたんですよ。
Then what happened?
その人はずっと俺の両親の死に方に疑問を持ってたって言ってました。それで今回協力してくれることになったんです。
That's great. It sounds like she'll be a big help. I'm surprised she knew your contact info. What perfect timing too.
実は指令、倉森が動いてくれたんです。
Hi Liz, welcome to the stream. He did?
俺が上層部を告発するのにジャーナリストの手を借りられないか考えてたら、倉森に両親の知り合いについて聞かれたんです。連絡先が分かる人はいなかったんですけど、両親が出した本を見せたら出版社に問い合わせてくれたんですよ。そこから両親と関わりがあったジャーナリストに次々連絡を取ってくれて、そのうちの一人が昨日会ってきた人なんです。
Oh, I see.
その人だけじゃなくて他にも何人か協力するって言ってくれてる人がいるらしいんです。正直俺たちだけじゃ告発は無理だと思ってたから、取材のプロが味方についてくれて本当に心強いですよ。
Yeah, it's really great. As I said that, I thought about how Mihaya seemed to trust Mr. Kuramori now more than anyone else. Mr. Kuramori was as good as his word and continued to help us. He'd proven that we could trust him from his past week alone. Thanks to Mr. Kuramori, we were able to confirm that what Ibuki said was true. He told us all he knew about the higher-ups, and that people like Lees, who turned into vectors, were sent to Tau, the colony where Ibuki lived. Some of the researchers knew about it too, and those researchers and the higher-ups also knew about Ibuki's group using the vectors to attack Theta. They'd kept that information from us, just telling the blooms that the vectors were naturally occurring and we had to exterminate them. Mr. Kuramori didn't come by this information solely through his position as our commander. He utilized his own sources to learn more about Tau. After I learned about this, Yor's readiness to receive us back when we returned to Theta made a lot more sense. He told us he still can't reveal his sources though. Mr. Kuramori said that if he revealed who his sources were, it would affect me, though not Mihaya. I'm curious about it, but there are more pressing matters, like Mr. Kuramori helping us to trick the researchers. There had been no new attacks, as Ibuki promised, but we wouldn't suspend all Bloom's missions, so Mr. Kuramori thought of a way around it. We're able to pretend to... I don't know why, but I find it funny when the main character has this like monologue explaining what's happening. I don't know why I find it funny, but I do. We're able to pretend to continue patrolling because of Mr. Kuramori, though none of the other members were surprised when we told them the circumstances. I'm sure they all just trusted the researchers and the hierarchs, just like Mihaya.
考え事ですか?
Oh, sorry, I was just thinking about the other Bloom's members, which reminds me, the main character in Sympathy Kiss thinks so much. Think of Amnesia's main character, but with a whole lot more thought. I'm grateful they're all cooperating. Right as I said that, the door to the classroom swung open to reveal Kamui.
やっぱり君たちだったか。俺も仲間に入っちゃダメかな。
ダメです。
He said no.
即答冷たすぎるよ、ミハヤくん。
Mihaya maintained his usual cool demeanor, which was in sharp contrast to Kamui's cheerfulness. It just feels really, I don't know, funny. But Kamui seemed to care about Mihaya, and Mihaya didn't, because obviously I'm reading it out. And if this is how long it took for her to think this while they're waiting for her to say something. But Kamui seemed to care about Mihaya, and Mihaya didn't appear to dislike Kamui deep down. Because I found out just who Kamui is. That was another fact I learnt this past week, but I wasn't going to tell Kamui yet. This is just a hunch, but I don't think he'd want me to approach him about it. I knew he'd tell us himself when the time was right. That was my feeling about it anyway.
ほら、西原さんは他にやることがあるでしょ。さっさと言ってください。
はいはい。じゃあ二人ともまたね。
You seem to like Kamui a lot, Mihaya. I said that after Kamui was out of sight. Mihaya looked at me with a deep frown.
結城さん、怒りますよ。今のやりとりを見て、どうしてそんなこと言うんですか?
You don't talk to people you have no interest in. And you talk to Kamui an awful lot.
あれは向こうが絡んでくるから仕方なく相手をしてるだけです。
He's such a tsun.
別に好きなわけじゃないですよ。まあ嫌いでもないですけど。
He's such a tsun boy. I love it. Tsun towards one of the other love interests. Mihaya was defending Kamui even though he wasn't here anymore. His kindness brought a smile to my face. I grinned at him, and Mihaya's expression suddenly turned serious as he looked into my eyes. Yes?
好きといえば、結城さんって俺の超能力がなくなった理由分かってます？
Is this a love confession? Come on, pick a better place, Mihaya. Joking. I guess this would be a cute place because they've been working together and stuff. Oh, well, I'd been wondering about it, but now that you mention it, I never asked. Mihaya's superpowers are now completely gone. We confirmed he couldn't transform right after we got back to Theta, but since the attacks had stopped, I missed my chance to ask. Still, I didn't expect the issue to come up now, and had no clue why he was talking about it. Mihaya heaved a deep sigh.
やっぱり分かってなかったんですね。っていうか、先輩にはちゃんと言わないと伝わらないか。
Oh my gosh! Meaning... Mihaya reached out and pulled my still confused self in close. Oh my gosh, what is this? Hey, Mihaya, you're kind of close.
少しだけこのままで聞いてください。ちゃんと話すから。
Okay, so we are getting a love confession, that's good. I'm guessing. My heart skipped a beat as I gazed into his serious face and I stilled waiting.
倉森は最初に言ってましたよね。ブルームズは恋愛禁止だって。あれは恋をすると超能力がなくなるからですよ。
It's so adorable. But yeah, he likes the main character, so he's lost his powers.
俺が超能力を使えなくなったのはそのせいです。ただ先輩にはそんな兆候はないみたいだから俺の片思いなのかもしれないけど。
He's quite like surprisingly mature, you know?
ここまで言えばいくら鈍くてもわかりますよね。
Said he'd tell me everything, but he stopped talking after that. I was starting to understand what he meant. It's the fact that the birds don't know when to sing. Like, this is the wrong time. Oh, it makes me laugh. I was starting to understand what he meant, but I didn't know how to respond. Then Mihaya smiled at me.
そんなに固まってたら俺も言いづらくなりますよ。
Oh, it's a kiss scene! I'm sorry, but I didn't expect that. It says on my cheek, but I'm gonna take that as lips because it looks almost like lips. Oh my god, that's adorable. He then placed a light kiss on my cheek.
これが俺の気持ちです。すみません。言葉にしようと思ったけど緊張した。
Oh, I'd have thought kissing someone would be more nerve-wracking. Mihaya let out a laugh when I finally spoke.
普通はそうかもしれませんね。でも俺は言葉にするより行動派なんです。ねえ、今度こそ言うから聞かせてください。さっきも言ったけど俺の片思いなんじゃないかって思ってるから。俺は結城さんが好きですよ。結城さんは俺のこと好き？
Even after saying he preferred actions to words, he managed to tell me how he felt. Yes, I love you, Mihaya. Oh, sorry, I love otome games. I thought about my situation as I answered him. The reason my powers hadn't vanished isn't because I don't have any romantic feelings for him. It's because the feelings I have go so much deeper than just romance. I think that might be why I still have my powers. I don't know, I think you're just a bit different and weird. Mihaya carried the same pain and sadness as me, and we understood the suffering the other had endured. We would always remember that. Anytime we looked at each other, there would be pleasant emotions too, but that wouldn't be all. The pain of remembering loved ones and the warmth and grief they left behind weren't things we could shoulder alone. That was why we would hold each other in our arms and move forward together. Wait, is this the end? Is that just the end? Oh my god! That ended so abruptly. I'm guessing that's the good end though, because... Oh my god, that ended so suddenly. Let me just skip through this bit. Top secret, Mihaya Araki investigation has been unlocked in reports. That was so sudden. Like, what the hell? The other two characters I played did not end that abruptly. Okay, let's see. So that's... Let's see. Okay, so that was the happy end. Okay, let's at least collect these. I don't think it really matters, to be honest. I think this is, oh, no, not all skip. Wow, that is a slow skipping speed. Let me change that. I mean, I'm guessing there's... No, okay, that's fine. That just like ended so abruptly. The others... It's just... So I knew that it would end, like, you know, be quite short. I feel like that one felt even more abrupt, if you know what I mean. Sorry, I just thought it was funny, that's all. Let's see if that goes down the... Maybe I should have set it to something different. Oh, okay. So, I took a hand and charged my energy, unleashing augment. The effects appeared right away.
ありがとうございます。これならやれる。
Mocha let go of my hand and headed toward the vector. She dodged a swing from the vector and then circled around it, reaching out her hand to touch its back. I couldn't see her from where I was standing, but I assumed she cast sap just then.
かかりま、このままこいつらを倒しましょう。
Yeah, I felt a little sorry for the vector because we were using it for our own goals, but we also couldn't let it wander around near Theta. We worked together and took down the vector. Oh. So are we still going down the... Oh, there we go. I'm guessing... Just double checking the flow chart. Yeah, this must be the... Right when I called that out, Yukinami vanished before our eyes. I had to fight. As I readied myself for battle, I sensed a presence filled with bloodlust appear right next to me. Oh, I'm guessing this is a bad ending. Oh?
残念、防がれちゃったか。じゃあ次はこっちかな。
I managed to evade his attack, but Yukinami was already going in for another strike.
させるか。
Mocha turned to attack Yukinami, but he blocked it.
そう。今のはちょっとびっくりしたけど、これくらいじゃ僕のことはやれないよ。
Our fight with Yukinami continued for a while. The young man who called himself Ibuki simply stood idly by observing us. We're still at a disadvantage. We're not used to fighting outside the colony, but Yukinami's completely fine. Oh? Are we still down the... Where are we? Okay, so we're still... In which case... I'm just trying to get to the short ending, as you can tell. That devil guy is a love interest too, and he is adorable. Shout at Yukinami. Stop! Yukinami glanced at me when I shouted and it looked like he might stop. But after a brief moment, he continued toward her. Mocha! I knew in that moment I couldn't stop him, so I jumped in front of Mocha and embraced her. Mocha let out a surprised shriek as I felt a powerful
ど
shock.
うして。ゆうきさん。
I heard Mocha's voice as my consciousness faded. So this is, I'm guessing, a bad ending where you just kind of die. But I found I couldn't respond, and soon I was plunged into darkness. Is it? My head ached with a dull pain as I opened my eyes and saw an unfamiliar ceiling. I was lying down, so I sat up. I heard Mihaya's voice right when I did.
気がついたんですね。無理しないでください。頭に強い攻撃を受けたんだから。
And that should show that it's in... Oh, so we've gone down the normal end. Okay, that's good to know. So we've got a different end, just not the short one. Although, that, in which case, maybe it's the other one that leads to... We quickly save here. This is probably like not as fun as when I'm just reading. I just want to get all the endings. I'm sure you understand. Yeah, I played Yukinami. He's actually the second one that I played on my own. He reminds you of Chappie. Mocha, watch out! I immediately shouted a word of warning, but I was too late. Yukinami's attack struck the side of Mocha's head before she even knew what was happening. Mocha!
ああ、まだ殺す気はなかったんだけどな。
Oh my god. You know, this is one of the things I find so funny about like some otome games. It just ends, you know? Aw, I didn't mean to kill her. Oh my god. Oh no. Yukinami's voice echoed around me as I ran to Mocha and tried to hold her up. Mocha, Mocha! I desperately called out to her, but her eyes remained shut. Soon she turned back into Mihaya. Oh. Mihaya? No, no. It reminded me of holding leaves when she'd been gravely wounded. But unlike then, Mihaya's body gradually turned cold in my arms. Mihaya. It didn't matter how many times I called his name. Mihaya would never open his eyes again. Sorry, it's just so brutal. Oh god. Another loved one had died right before my eyes. I shook with disbelief as despair overwhelmed me. My mind went blank, unable to think about anything. And I know it's not funny. I know it's not funny, but the reason why I can't help but laugh is because I guess because you know you can go down the happy route, so I take that as what actually happened, and this is kind of like, oh dear type of thing. But like it's just so sudden, like you don't even. Honestly, it's so dear me. There's so many games like endings like that in otome games, you know, where you're like, oh, okay. Anyway, we won't shout at Mocha, we'll shout at Yukinami instead so that we don't, yeah. Okay, going down the normal end. As Mihaya helped me up, I noticed that he seemed to be in a pretty bad shape too. Mihaya, are you alright?
すみません。俺も結局気絶させられて、気がついたらこの部屋にいたんです。
Oh, I see. Then, is this the place?
ええ、多分あいつらのコロニーですね。生きたまま連れてこられた理由はわからないですけど。
Right? You're just sitting there like, oh, okay, that happened, well. But I think that was quite a bit darker than, you know, just sudden abrupt. Like, it's abrupt, but it felt more because she saw her best friend die in her arms, and then Mihaya obviously died in the same way. So it's actually quite... But, yeah, exactly. Too stunned for words where you're like... Right as he said that, the door opened and Ibuki entered.
ああ、二人とも気がついたんだね。僕たちの頃にタウへようこそ。
He smiled as he spoke, but we were in no condition to smile back. You were welcoming us. Why didn't you just kill us?
おや、殺した方が良かったの？
He asked the question so seriously that I didn't quite know how to respond for a moment. That's not what I meant. It's just strange that you would spare us. I thought we were enemies. I assumed Ibuki was on the Vector's side, and he mostly agreed with what I said.
確かに今までは戦ってたよね。でも君たちがここを目指したのは僕たちと戦いたかったからじゃないでしょ？
そういうつもりじゃなかったけど、そもそもここがあんたたちのコロニーだって知らなかったんだ。ここはどういう場所なんだ？怪獣のコロニーだなんて。あいつらの意志でここにいるとは思えないんだけど。
もちろん彼らの意志じゃない。ここに害獣を送り込んでいるのはシータの上層部だよ。
Yuki's answer was so blunt that it took a minute to fully absorb the meaning of his words. In Theta?
上層部？何言ってるんだ？
君たちこそ何を言ってるの？害獣になった人間はその辺りに放置されるとでも思ってた？
Huh? Hi Ivy Lou, welcome to the stream. We are currently going down the normal ending of Mihaya's. So I don't really know what to expect, but...
彼らはこの場所に害獣になった人間を送り込むんだよ。僕たちはそんな害獣を見捨てておけなくてこのコロニーにいるんだ。
Couldn't abandon them? So that's your reason for attacking everyone else? My voice shook as I remembered what happened to Lise. Ibuki looked troubled.
害獣が人間のいるところへ向かうのは本能だから仕方がないんだよ。結果として人間を傷つけてしまうことになるけど、攻めるなら僕らや害獣じゃなくて、こんなところに害獣を押し込めて見ないふりをしている人間たちを攻めた方がいいんじゃないかな。彼らは全部分かった上で君たちと僕たちを戦わせているんだから、自分たちで処理できなかった害獣を君たちが敵として倒してくれるんだから、これほど楽なことはないよね。
Supposing that was all true, then what Ibuki said did make sense. If I think about who's most at fault, then I'd say the higher-ups have been completely unreasonable. But...
ここがどういう場所なのかは分かったよ。でも俺たちを助けた理由がまだ分からないんだけど。
Ibuki turned toward Mihaya to answer.
君の反応が気になったんだ。僕が言ったことに動揺してたよね。
何年か前にコロニーを目指そうとした人間がいるって言った時のこと。
そうそう、それだよ。
Ibuki nodded cheerfully while Mihaya looked distressed.
多分それは俺の両親のことだ。ここを目指してる途中で事故で死んだんだ。
ああ、なるほど。そういうことだったんだね。しかし事故か。かわいそうに。多分それは事故じゃなくて上層部に消されたんだと思うよ。
消された？
Mihaya's voice had gone hoarse, but Ibuki responded matter-of-factly. Oh, you are? Which characters have you played, Ivy?
君たちもこのコロニーの実態を知らなかったように隠されているんだよ、ここの存在は。そこを目指そうとするなんて、きっと上層部にとっては厄介な人間だったろうね。
そんな人間に、それも上層部に殺されたっていうのか。
Mihaya went silent after that. All these new revelations felt so overwhelming. I couldn't think of anything to say.
君たちを助けた理由だけれど、ここで僕たちのために働かないかと思って。君たちだったら今の話を聞いて思うところがあるんじゃないのかな。時間はいくらでもあるし、ゆっくり考えてみて。そのうち返事を聞かせてくれたら嬉しいよ。
We remained completely silent as Ibuki casually tossed out that suggestion. Then he exited the room. What answer could we possibly give him? What are we supposed to do? All I knew was, even if we returned to Theta right now, it wouldn't be possible to simply go on with our lives as we previously had. We followed Ibuki's suggestion and stayed in Tao. Before we knew it, a few weeks had passed. Oh, okay, so in the normal ending, we stay in Tao, as opposed to going back. Oh, okay, Hyuga, interesting. That's the guy I'm actually leaving until the very end. Well, you know, before, as in like, Hyuga, like the latest I can leave him. Because I like him the most. The Vector seems so calm again today.
そうですね。今まで戦ってきたのが嘘みたいだ。
We learned a lot of things in Tower that we didn't know about before. This was one of them. The Vectors often slept during the day and didn't move around much. Some of them tried to attack when they first saw us, but Ibuki stopped them and they hadn't tried again since.
あの害獣、こっちを見てますね。
A Vector stood across the street, a slight distance away, openly looking. The way the Vector was there, for a moment, he kind of looked like he was doing that. I don't know, it just made me laugh. Oh god. We met its gaze, but it didn't show any signs of wanting to attack. After a while, it just let out a short cry and then walked away. It was just looking at us.
ええ、ああいう姿を見てると元は人間だったんだと改めて思いますよ。
Yeah. The longer we stayed in Tao, the more sympathetic I felt toward the Vectors. Mihaya must have felt the same way too.
俺そろそろシータに戻ろうかと思うんです。実はずっと考えてたことがあって、それを実行しようと思うならここにいたままじゃ無理だから。
I wonder if Ibuki would just let us leave. I was curious to know what Mihaya was thinking. When I expressed my worries, he spoke with slight hesitation.
それは聞いてみないとわからないけど、多分大丈夫だと思います。俺がやろうとしてることは害獣のためになることだと思うので、俺上層部がしてきたことを告発しようと思ってるんです。
You mean telling everyone that they've been sending vectors out here and pretending not to know about any of it? I had to double check that what Mihaya meant because I hadn't expected him to say that at all.
そうです。多分父さんと母さんもここについて事情をしたら同じことをしたと思うから、俺はその意志を継ぎたいんです。あとそれだけじゃなくて、あの二人だったら害獣のことを何とかしたいって考えたような気がするんですよ。元は人間だったって知ったならそのままにはしておけなかったんじゃないかな。俺も同じ気持ちになったからそう思うんです。ここでずっと害獣を見てたらなんだか放っておけなくて。
I know what you mean. So Mihaya also feels sympathetic towards them. I nodded at him in full agreement.
そんなことができるかどうかはわからないけど、害獣を人間に戻す方法がないか探してみたいって思いませんか？
Yeah, I don't know if it's possible either, but I'd like to try. I knew that even if we found a way, it wouldn't bring Lise back, but I decided to help Mihaya so that we could prevent further tragedies from happening.
ふーん、害獣を人間に戻すか。夢物語だね。
Ibuki listened to Mihaya's plan and immediately shot it down, but he didn't try to stop us.
うまくいくかはわからないけれど、少しの間僕は君たちのことを見ているよ。
Does that mean you'll hold off on attacking Vita for the time being? I felt hopeful as I asked that, and Ibuki nodded.
そうだね。もっとも雪並やヒューガが騒ぐだろうから、いつまでもというわけにはいかないけれど、諦めがついたらいつでもこっちに戻ってきていいよ。
諦めたりしないよ。父さんたちや今までに犠牲になった人たちのためにも。
Okay, no, I totally understand, and you kind of want to play the game for yourself as well, so. But anyway, thanks for dropping by, it was nice. And you enjoy too. Lise was one of those people for me. I looked Mihaya directly in the eye. That's right, I won't give up either.
それじゃ行こう、ユキさん。
We waited for dawn to arrive before departing from Tao. We're heading back to the place where we'd been born and raised, but this was no mere homecoming. The road before us was paved with many hardships of that, I was certain. I can't just say I didn't know anymore. I have to take action. Doing nothing is not an option. And so we stepped out into the world, full in the knowledge that our journey was still unfolding. Is that the end of the normal ending? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Oh, Yukinami's so cute. There's just something about him. Okay,
あっちも
flip chart. So, oh, that's the wrong one. So abilities high, affection low. Oh no. Now this is the bad ending. Should be here. That should do. Oh shoot, that wasn't oh well, I'm sure it won't affect it. My head ached with dull pains over my eyes and I've been
結城さん、気がついてよかった。
I looked over and met Mihaya's worried gaze. Where am I? What happened? Attacked by Yukinami, so strange that we were all night. Didn't we lose? Then where are we?
ここは俺たちが目指していた場所で、さっき遭遇した伊吹や雪波たちが害獣と住んでいるタウというコロニーです。俺は伊吹からここがどういう場所なのか全て聞き出しました。
Mihaya then proceeded to fill me in on everything. My stomach turned hearing all the details. So the higher-ups knew out about everything and purposely hushed things up.
それどころか伊吹が言うには、多分俺の両親は上層部の連中に殺されたんです。
What? But didn't you say their protective suits were damaged? What he said was so disturbing I couldn't help but shout in surprise.
上層部の奴らに細工されたんですよ。あいつらここのことを俺の両親が世間に公表すると思ったんでしょうね。事故に見せかけて殺したんです。
That's terrible. What else could I say? As I waffled over my response, the door quietly opened and we saw Ibuki standing there.
ああ、気がついたみたいだね。それじゃ、さっき彼にしてた話の続きをしようかな。
What do you mean?
君たち、僕らに手を貸す気はないかな。ここまでやってきた君たちなら同意してくれるんじゃないかと思うんだけど。
Ibuki's son's suggestion surprised me, and Mihaya cautiously asked for clarification.
あんたたちに手を貸すってことは、つまり害獣側について戦えってことだよね。
そう聞こえたならそうなのかもしれないね。
His ambiguous answer did nothing to elucidate Mihaya's question.
わかった。いいよ。俺はあんたたちにつく。
Mihaya, what are you saying? It'd been too easy for him to make that decision. I couldn't help but feel uneasy about it.
だってこいつの話が本当なら、上層部は、人間は俺にとってもう敵ですよ。俺は父さんたちを殺した奴らを許すことなんて到底できそうにありません。
But are you going to hurt innocent people? That's wrong too.
間違ってるのは上層部の奴らです。怪獣が人間を襲うのもあいつらが勝手なことをしてるせいなんじゃないですか。
I could sense Mihaya's thinking was becoming too extreme, but there was nothing I could do to stop him. My pleas fell on deaf ears, and Mihaya ended up leaving the room with Ibuki.
俺は伊吹たちと一緒に行きます。結城さんはここで待っていてください。
Oh. Okay, so I guess we have gone down revenge route.
じゃあさっさと片付けちゃおっか。
Oh, Yukinami, he's just so happy and everything he does is so cute. Why do I find him so cute? I guess it's because he reminds me of Chappie.
ああ。
ギフトアビリティさせてもらうで。よし、これで完璧や。うちは
I know, right?
研究エリアを目指す。
No, I like a good revenge plot as well, especially if you're really annoyed with that person too, and you're like, it's like the perfect. Oh my gosh! Honestly, there's a reason why Cersei is my favorite character from Game of Thrones. Let's just put it that way.
ああ、なんだっけ、上層部。 偉そうな奴らを狙うんだよね。
そう。でもまずは研究者たちからや。うちをこんな風にしたあいつらに復讐してからやらしてもらう。全部めちゃくちゃにしてやる。
Oh my gosh, look at that sprite of Mocha. She's got crazy eyes. I find it fun when games have like one sprite that you only see in this like one moment. I like that. I don't know why, but I like it. Because I haven't seen Crazy Eye Mocha in any of the other parts.
いいね。僕そういうの好きだよ。じゃせいぜい頑張って。
そっちもね。誰や。どうして先輩がここに。
どうして待っててって言ったのに。
Oh?
なんで俺先輩に攻撃を。
Wait a sec, I kind of blanked out there, so... Oh, I see. So she appeared, like the main character appeared and then, right, okay. Oh my god. I looked up and saw tears streaming down Mihaya's face as the world around me started to blur. I wanted to stop you, Mihaya. This can't be how your parents wanted you to live. I was unable to speak clearly after that. It looks like I'll be leaving Mihaya's side. I wish I didn't have to do that to him right now. Mihaya, I wanted to touch him one last time. I reached out with my hand, but I don't know if I managed to touch his tear-stained face. And I would never be able to find out. They're just so quick, aren't they? I can't. You kind of go, okay, that happened. Yeah, exactly. Oh god. I do like this game though. I can see why some people have rated it like mixed. I kind of get that. But I actually quite like it. As in like the abruptness and like how things just happen. So I guess that is Mihaya stuff. Let's see what this is all about. Let's go to the album. So that was a good ending. It's a bad ending. I know it sounds really bad, but I actually like the bad ending CG more. I don't know. I think it's just there's something about it. But then again, I am the type of person that prefers bad endings. But that's the thing, when it's abrupt, it hits hard, like, what just happened? Oh yeah, no. Activity reports 1. Let's go through. Let's read the top secret Mihaya Araki investigation.
なんでこんなものに付き合わなきゃいけないんですか。任務の一環。はあ、任務って言えば何でも言うことを聞くと思わないでください。
That's the thing, and that's why it's nice to have little bonus stories like this. As, you know, a taste fixer. You kind of go in and you get the bad ending, and you feel a little bit like, oh, okay. And then, but you've got this to uplift your mood.
ま、文句を言っても仕方がないでしょうし、やるなら早く始めましょう。まずはプロフィールを言えばいいんですね。
Yeah, that's understandable. But yeah, no, I like the bad endings more because they can get really creative with them. So usually like a happily ever after is just, you know, they either get married or they tell each other they like each other, and it's like all the good endings are quite similar. But the bad endings, they can do everything with. I think a lot of people do tend to play the best ending last. The reason why I play the bad endings last though is because the first ending I come across feels like the true ending. And so then I play the others as a, this didn't happen but it could have, oh okay, that's really sad kind of way.
荒木美早高一です。誕生日は9月17日。次は家族と生い立ちについてですか。いきなり地雷を踏んできましたね。というか今さら語るまでもないでしょう。家族は両親2人と俺の3人でした。ご存知の通り2人はすでに亡くなってます。理由は言いませんよ。これも知ってるでしょうし。生い立ちも省略で、家族がいた時は普通に3人で暮らしていたし、その後は寮暮らし。改めて語るほどのことはないですよ。
But then you probably saw me like just blast through the normal and then the bad ending going, okay, cool. Oh, that's really sad. And then move on very quickly. I've become very heartless when it comes to otome games, that's for sure.
超能力のことも俺にとっては話したくないことですから、できれば省略したいんですけど。
And don't worry, I can. So the thing is, I actually can see them live on the software, but it just appears slightly later on the what you're looking at on the screen. So I do actually see them.
だったら変身した後のことを話せって。ああ、なるほど。話し方が気になるんですね。あれは父親の口調を真似したんです。
Oh, so it was him copying his father.
最初はモカが俺だってバレないようにするために素の自分とできるだけ変える必要があったから真似したんですけど。
Yeah, same Sophie, same. That's what I feel like too. That's why I play the good, like the best endings first, and then the other ones afterwards in a, oh, so this could have happened, but it didn't kind of way. But I also understand why you'd want to leave good endings to the end, especially if the bad ending and ends are like notorious for being terrible. Like there's a bad ending in Pure Fiore 1926 that I'm not sure whether to leave it to the end or whether to save the best end and then play that, because I have heard even the most biggest of bad ending fans were horrified or saddened by that bad ending. So I'm a bit like, it'll be a while before I get to it, but
モカは見た目が母さんに少し似てるんです。当たり前かもしれないけど、見た目が母さんっぽくて話し方が父さんっぽければ2人がいつもそばにいてくれるような気もして。
Oh my heart, that's actually so cute and sad.
別に子供っぽい感傷でやってるわけじゃないですからね。
Oh. Even if Tempest is so like, whoa, some of the like personally out of all the games I've played, I think even if Tempest was the most like like I know Shuen no Virushu, I guess in English it's gonna be called Verse Evermore. I know that's you know notorious for being, you know, really horrible and despair ridden and angsty and all this. But personally, even if Tempest felt worse, because in Verse Evermore it's all very fantasy based, so you can kind of shrug off everything that happens. You're kind of like, oh yeah, that's very disgusting, oh what a shame, and you can kind of shrug it off. But with Even If Tempest, some of the things that happen sound like things that would happen in like a real crime show, like the kind of thing you probably has happened in real life. So it felt more like, ooh, I don't know, it felt a bit like more grotesque than Verse did, for sure. I know, right? I just want to hug and squish Mihaya.
俺は自分の目的を忘れないためにも二人のことをいつも思い出していたかっただけですから。とにかくモカの話し方が変わってる理由は今言った通りです。別にそんな面白くもない話だったでしょう。
Okay, Mihaya, okay.
巻いたか。西原さん、しつこすぎる。
Right? Like, Even If Tempest, everything was just so...
なんであの人の課題に俺が付き合わされなきゃならないんだ。一人でやればいいのに。
But, no, I need to finish Even If Tempest, actually. I think I've just got Lucian's bad ending. And then whatever the other bonus is.
近くまで来てたのか。せっかくだから寄っていこうかな。今日も父さんと母さんのことを調べようかな。何か新しい手がかりをつかめるかもしれないし、いつもは覗かない本棚で見てみるか。さすがに小説コーナーにはノンフィクション専門のジャーナリストに関連する手がかりはないか。これは俺の好きな漫画じゃないか。文庫本サイズが出版されてたなんて知らなかったけど、全巻揃っているみたいだ。さすがうちの図書室。
Bless him.
同じ作者の他のシリーズも置いてあるし、もしかしてあの漫画も置いてあったりするかな。絶版になって久しく、今や一部のマニアのみならず古本業界では初版が高額取引されているというこの作者の幻の名作、最初の世界大戦。さすがにオリジナルは置いてないと思うけど、復刻版なら置いてあるかも。検索してみるか。あった。オリジナルの初版じゃないけど、初版の次に希少だと言われている復刻版の初版だ。管理 ID は 0Z-1005。 あれ、こんな ID の棚なんてあったかな。まあいいや、探してみよう。 0X0Y。 じゃあこの隣が 0Z って閲覧禁止ゾーンじゃないか。道理で ID に見覚えがなかったわけだ。
So there's manga in the restricted section.
閲覧禁止ゾーンは教員が限られた生徒しか入れないんだったよな。けどここまで来たら一目見てみたい。あそこにいるのは間宮会長。そうか、あの人は生徒会長だから閲覧禁止ゾーンにも入れるんだ。どうする？声をかけて入れてもらうか。でも基本的に学園では話しかけないことになってるんだよな。間宮会長は高藤さんとはよく話しているみたいだけど、俺はそんなに話したことないし、自分の都合だけで話しかけるのも良くないかな。いや、背に腹は変えられない。こんなチャンス二度とないかもしれないんだし、声をかけてみよ
う。Who knew he was so obsessed with this particular manga?
間宮か。
やっぱりここにいたんだ。
西原さん、なんでこんなところまで追ってくるんですか。
なんでって、それはもちろん課題を手伝ってもらうためだよ。逃げ出すなんて薄情だな。
よく恥ずかしげもなくそんなことが言えますね。 あんたは3年、俺は1年。課題を手伝わせるのはおかしいでしょ。
でもミハヤ君って俺より古文得意だよね。だったら3年も1年も関係ないっていうか。
得意不得意の問題じゃないですから。ああ、間宮会長がいない。
え、歩夢君と一緒だったの？あ、そっか。歩夢君にも課題を手伝ってもらおうと思って呼びに来たんだね。
What is going on?
そんなわけあるか。サイバラさん、恨みますよ。
恨むって
The
なんで？
manga's not gonna go running away, Mihaya.
何でも何もとにかく恨みます。復讐します。手始めに古文の先生にサイバラさんの所業をばらします。
え、バラすって。あ、ちょっと待った。
待つもんか。ばらされたくないって言うなら初版本を俺のところに持ってくるんですね。
初版本？何のこと？待ってよ、ミハヤ君。
Yeah. So I guess that's that. And the final one is Mihaya Araki's daughter.
未来のことか。これから1週間じっくり考えてみるって先輩と約束したけど、自分がこれからどうしたいのかとか、父さんと母さんのことを考えるはずだったのに、気がついたら先輩のことを考えてる時がある。そもそもこんな風に自分の過去や未来について深く考えるきっかけをくれたのは先輩なんだから当たり前かもしれないけど、なんかあの人放っておけないんだよな。危なっかしいっていうか、思い立ったら即行動みたいなところもあるし、そうだ、初めはどんくさいって思ってたのに意外なところで思い切りがいいし。
So I guess this is kind of him thinking about the main character.
俺にお礼がしたいからってクッキーだけじゃなくて大量のお弁当を作ってきたり、モカにまで。うわ、道端で思い出し笑いとか恥ずかしすぎる。っていうか俺結局また先輩のことを考えてたし、なんかめめしくて嫌になる。
No.
先輩はずっと俺のことをすごいとか言ってくれてたけど、全然そんなことないんだけど、しっかりしてるように見られたかったし、先輩が危なっかしい分自分がちゃんとしてよって勝手に思ってただけで、本当はこんな風に先輩のこと考えて恥ずかしくなったりうじうじ考えたりしてる。全然しっかりなんてしてないし、多分先輩の方がよっぽど考えがしっかりしてると思う。
I know, right? I love point of view episodes and stuff. Hey, Mihaya. I know I asked if you decide where to use SAP or not, but you don't need to worry about that right now.
1週間考えてみてって提案してくれたのも先輩だし、そう考えるとやっぱりあの人が年上なんだよな。たった1個上だけどその1個が結構大きい。差を埋められないんじゃないかって気がしてくる。俺素直じゃないし、自分のダメなところも見ないようにしてきたところがあるから。
なんや、わかってるや
Oh?
ん。しっかりしや。
父さんなわけないか。多分通りすがりの人の声を聞き間違えたんだ。きっとそうだと思うけど、なんだか父さんに励まされた気がする。素直じゃないところも、人が思うよりしっかりしてないってことも、自覚があるなら向き合えばいいって。そうだよな。未来のことを考えるって多分そういうことだ。どうしたいかの前に自分のことを見つめ直して進むべき道を決める。そのためにはまずは考えないと。 父さんと母さんのこと思い出してみよう。楽しかったことも悲しかったことも全部。
Cool. So I guess that is kind of. And my guess is. Oh, wait. Oh, no, got another one. So this is an investigation for the.
これでインタビューは終わりですよね。じゃあ、もう行くので。
Oh, I see. So we had like the little interview question session. This is like the second
ま
one?
だカバンがある。姿は見えないけど、あの人、もうすぐここに彼女も来るんだけどな。俺が席を移動するか。けど、待ち合わせはいつものところって言っちゃったし。はぁ。こんなことになるなら、インタビューを別の場所で受ければよかった。仕方ないな。待ち合わせ場所を変更するって彼女にメールしよう。送信完了と。俺今ニヤニヤしてなかったか。彼女にメールしただけでニヤつくとか誰にも見られなくてよかった。いや、たとえ見られたとしても俺は両思いの彼女のことを考えて笑ってただけなんだから、それほどキモくはないか。
I love it how he's like talking in his mind to himself about like how much he likes her and stuff. We're madly in love.
両思
Bless
い。
him.
つまり恋人同士なんだし。恋人同士だよな。一応ちゃんと言っておこう。彼女は割と天然だし、恋人なのって普通に驚きそうだ。気持ちは確かめてるんだから嫌がられはしないと思うけど。しないよな。とりあえず早く行こう。
There we go. So this is like the you cleared the character CG. No, he does think a lot. Cassie. I guess that's the thing with all these sort of bonus bits though, because I guess you're kind of seeing from his perspective. But yeah. So that is the completion bonus CG. Overthinker vibes. He probably does, to be fair, because he's like a Tsun boy, right? So they're always like, I don't want to seem like I like her, so it's not like I like you or anything. That sort of thing. But yeah, so I guess that's that. That's cute though. I like that. That is cute. But anyway, I'm gonna end this stream here probably, just because I don't know, I think it's a good place to. I love it how it's like there'll probably be 3 Mihaya parts. Oh, how wrong I was. It's just like Mihaya part 1 and Mihaya part 2. So oh dear me. But anyway, I don't know what to do next actually, because I thought this would last a little bit longer. I don't know whether to. So recently Sympathy Kiss was released, and the Japanese is kind of, it's not difficult, it's just very office lingo. So though I understand it, when I explain it I'll be like, does it mean this in English or does it mean that? Like I'll be a bit confused. But I'm not sure whether to play that and do on the spot translation or go back to Birushana, or I don't know, maybe I'll do a poll or something and then people can decide. But yeah, thank you guys for coming along. I will be doing my College Craze stream tomorrow. So Sympathy Kiss is basically about this girl who works in this company that makes apps, I think. One day she gets put onto a team that's responsible now of fixing up this app that's going a bit downhill. kind of irrelevant with the whole Twitter thing going on, but anyway, so it's kind of her being in this team with a bunch of other characters that are a little bit quirky and having to figure out what to do. And it's basically an office romance. No true like plot, I don't believe, but like a game that focuses on characters. Apparently the love interest has kind of they all have some issue or another. So someone on Amazon JP I read said it's a counseling game where you're like giving therapy almost. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'll do a poll and then people can vote, and I'll go from there. But it won't be like smooth on the spot like when playing Tokimeki. For the most part, it probably will be, but like I feel like there'll be moments where I'll Google words to kind of explain them. Birushana is good. I think you'd like Totomaru. I mean, not Totomaru, that's KBO, sorry. Tomomori. Blonde boy. Blonde crazy boy. Yes, so yeah, tomorrow is College Craze, which will be held on Twitch, which I've put the link in the description below, so check that out. It will be tomorrow at 7 GMT, so looking forward to that. You have to be 18 though, that's something. But anyway, as always guys, thank you for coming along, it was really fun, and hopefully I'll see you in another one of my streams. Bye!